Hi friends, my name is Chaitanya Patkan. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to do a preview of the first T20 International, which is going to take place at the Mohali International Stadium, PCA ground, between India and Australia. The three-match T20 series, it is going to be played. The first game on the 20th September, the second on 23rd, and the third on 25th. Lots of pondering and thinking to do for both the things in terms of the team combination ahead of the T20 World Cup, which is going to take place in next month in Australia. First of all, we will analyze the Indian team. Most of the players are selected on the basis that they are going to be a part of the playing 11 in the World Cup. As Rohit Sharma has mentioned that they have figured out most of their playing 11, but just they need to figure out two or three players who are going to be a part of the 11, but currently haven't able to cement their spot in the side. KL Rahul's form will be under the spotlight, although he came back into form against Afghanistan in the last innings. So was Virat Kohli, but we have to remember that the previous day that Afghan team went through a lot of heartbreak to lose that kind of match. And with all due respect to Afghan spinners Mujibur Rahman and Rashid Khan, their fast bowlers weren't. I would say up to the standards of Sri Lanka and Pakistan. So I won't say that we had it easy, but it was comparatively easier in the Super 4 stages against, if you compare against Sri Lanka and Pakistan. So yes, a lot of thinking to do. Australia will come with a world-class attack, although they won't have Mitchell Stark, who has not travelled with the team as a precautionary measure. Australia comprises of a wonderful bowling attack, which includes Adam Zampa, proven his worth over and over again with the national team, as well as he is in tremendous form against New Zealand in the ODI series. Plus, he plies his trade as a freelancer in various T20 leagues in the world. So, no doubting his quality at all. Josh Hazelwood, who has reinvented himself as a T20 bowler after his successful stint with Chennai Super Kings, and even more successful outing in the 2021 T20 World Cup, where he played a vital part in Australia winning that tournament in the end. Tim David, the Singapore-born cricketer who has been named in the 15-man World Cup squad for Australia for his IPL exploits with Mumbai Indians, also will be a name to watch out for because he hasn't represented Australia in as many games as he would have liked. So it will be a fantastic opportunity to test himself against most of the bowlers who he knows by playing in the IPL. But the pressure will be different because you know that in the IPL you were an unknown commodity, but after performance all the spotlight comes on you, and then the real game begins because most of the bowlers and international teams figure out your game, and they know how to balance out your weaknesses. So yes, it is going to be interesting series for Team David, the three matches. Steve Smith also has a point to prove in the T20 format, although we know his approach still works in this format. If both the openers or one of the two openers get out while trying to set the tempo, Steve Smith can play the anchor towards the middle overs, as well as he has the ability to accelerate towards the latter part of the innings. But the power hitters that Australian team has in the T20 squad, which includes Maxi and Josh Inglis, the English-born wicket-keeper who has chosen to represent Australia. He has set the stage on fire in Big Bash League for the last couple of seasons and in other T20 leagues as well. So there is always murmurs or spotlight on Steve Smith's strike rate and his ability to hit big shots in the middle overs. So it will be fascinating to see how he approaches it. Aaron Finch recently unburdened himself, I would say, actually, from the ODI captaincy and ODI format. He tried his level best, but in the last 13 innings, he has scored 50 just once, nowhere near good enough for a batsman of his standards, and he knew that his time was up. Now there is much needed clarity in his head that he will focus on defending the title that Australia won last year in UAE. So it will be also interesting to figure out what approach Aaron Finch comes out with, does he take a bit of time or just go slam bang from the first ball that he does, despite the fact that he's not in form? He's the sort of player that you can't count out, and he just needs one big innings to get into the groove. I hope that doesn't happen on the 20th. So, for that matter, on the 23rd and 25th as well. So, very interesting subplots going on for Team India. The run rate in the middle overs between overs number 7 and over number 15 is a bit of a concern, which was highlighted by Rohit Sharma himself after the disastrous Asia Cup campaign. So there is room for improvement there as well. It will be also I will also curious to see if Akshar Patel gets a game in place of Ravindra Jadeja as a like for like replacement, and the fast bowlers that Team India will go with. Will they directly blood in Jasprit Bumrah or Harshal Patel or both? So yes, these are the subplots we need to keep an eye on, and hope this game turns out to be a cracker of a contest. So how did you like my analysis and the preview of this game? Please tell in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for further notifications. We'll meet in the next video. Till then everyone, bye, and please subscribe.